Hi there. Listen, as an international ambassador, do you believe that speaking English should be a prerequisite to being Miss Universe? Why or why not?
For me, being Miss Universe is not just about knowing how to speak a specific language. It's being able to influence and inspire other people. So whatever language you have, as long as your heart is to serve and you have a strong mind to show to people, then you can be Miss Universe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Philippines. The
Yes.
crowd enjoyed that answer.
I guess so.
So, Miss Philippines, it's almost like your home court advantage as well. You can speak with the judges, 30 seconds.
To be Miss World is my dream job, and I say job because it is a lot of responsibilities. But there is nothing I love more than communicating with other people. As Miss World, you get to use your potential and your voice to help people from all around the world. And what is more wonderful than doing what you love by helping others?
Hello, Miss Philippines. Here's your final question. Every morning when you wake up, what do you think is the meaning of your life? What are you living for?
The meaning of life is to be of help to one another. It is all about putting the community first before oneself. I've learned this growing up as an orphan, and I've certainly learned this more being with all the Vietnamese people tonight. I think that the purpose of my life is to be of help to one another. In the struggles of the youth, I see myself and I relate to them. And I hope with my success here tonight, they see themselves in me and they believe in themselves more because of me. Thank you so much.
My heart goes to senior citizen because my mom is turning senior citizen and I've experienced the loss of my dad 4 years ago and I cannot afford to lose my mom. My heart goes to them because they are the most vulnerable during this time. A 15-year-old has the stamina to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, and with proper exercise and healthy living, they can live with it. I know as well that every citizen here will choose and never afford to lose their parents. And so, I will choose senior citizen. Kapon ka.
Thank you. And finally, Miss Grand Guatemala.
The Philippines. Your question is, as a queen, how can you use your platform to positively impact your community?
I am a beauty queen, but I am also a young girl. I am also a fashion enthusiast. And like you heard earlier, I advocate for sustainable fashion. I love trends. I love fashion. Fashion is art and fashion tells a story to me. But I also know that fashion is the biggest contributor to pollution nowadays. And so as a queen, I pledge to champion and have already championed sustainable fashion by repurposing and reusing and recycling my wardrobe. If you take a look at my Instagram, you can see that in this Miss Eco International journey, I have cut up my own clothes, I have used my old clothes, and I have given them a new life. And that is how beauty queens can inspire us to give a better change to the world, to be better, and to strive for a better future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Philippines.
The most pressing issue that we have today is, of course, the presence of war and violence. We can see all around media that there are people dying, people suffering. You can see the kids crying. Their dreams are being shattered. How our differences makes us divided. I collect you all as you leave this place today to bring much more kindness, respect, and treat one another as human. We live in the same world. We breathe the same air. And we are living in the same place. Treat one another as your brothers and sisters.
Now, your question is, what makes a great brand ambassador for the Miss Supranational organization? They start now.
Your time starts now.
It would be dedication. Dedication to this journey, dedication to the people who have brought her up to this journey, and dedication, of course, with the organization that she'll end up working with. This is such a beautiful experience, and she has to be someone who can bring people together, someone who knows that this is not a one-woman journey. We all have our differences, but we also realize that we have so much in common, and we are now gathered here on this stage, transcending our own borders, bringing nations together. Thank you.
Well done. Number 3. Number 3. Who's holding number 3?
Stay right there. Philippines. If Miss Universe were to become pregnant during her reign, should she be allowed to continue as Miss Universe?
That's a very difficult situation to be in. And I believe that the Miss Universe, if ever she becomes pregnant, I believe that she should continue with her reign if she has been a good example to be a Miss Universe. She has pursued all the goals that she had in the first place, and I believe that she should continue.
Thank you. Philippines.
Official at a recent climate conference was quoted as saying, "There is no science behind the phase out of fossil fuels." Do you agree with this? Why or why not?
As someone who is from the medical field, I do believe that everything roots from science. And I think that the greatest gift that we have in this generation is the sophisticated technical installations that we have. And so there is science in the phase out of fossil fuels. But one thing that we can also agree on is we can always live the zero waste and a sustainable lifestyle. I've always been practicing it because sustainability will always ensure the stability in our future. And if we can master the transferability skills when the jobs phased out, then we will have a greener and a more sustainable future.
Philippines! Thank you very much!
Konbanwa. Miss International is a celebration of youth and empowerment. I've always believed that age is not a barrier to reach our dreams or to have an impact on others. At 15, I started to help programs in my community for street children. At 19, I graduated college. At 20, I realized that I can speak for good causes to a wider audience. That's why I joined our national pageant. If I become Miss International, I would continue being the voice of the youth in showing that nothing is impossible with hard work and determination. And with these beautiful ladies with me tonight, a family of beauty queens, all beautiful young dreamers and achievers. We will show the world that it is love, peace, and beauty that we truly care about. And together, we shall make a difference. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
Okay, you have to promise me that you would react after my first sentence. I would choose Donald Trump to stop the war and violence with me, because if we choose him to switch to our side, there won't be war and violence anymore. So I will also make sure that he will read my speeches to stop the war and violence, because imagine someone who would bring so much madness and so much emotion from these people. What if we use his voice to actually do good for the world? What if we use that to our advantage? So that's why let's keep the peace and let Donald Trump switch to our side to stop the war and violence.